IRS is pretty good at working with you on payment plans and this sort of thing. So I would say if they're feeling behind, a lot of times that's people are worried to like file because they feel like they can't afford to pay or something like that. But the IRS is really great to work with on payment plans. They make it really easy. It's easier than any bank application or loan application or anything like that. You just fill out this form 9465, send it in with your tax return, and boom, it's approved as long as you do it within their guidelines. And then I would say make sure you get any old tax returns filed and get your current tax returns filed on time, but hire a professional to do it. Uh, Here's what I always tell people if they're dragging their feet or they're behind. The penalty for failure to file is 10 times as big as the penalty for failure to pay. So not paying your taxes is not a big penalty. Not filing your tax return is a huge penalty. It's 5% per month. So you're 5 months late, you're 25% penalty of not filing, but not paying is only, the penalty is only a 0.5% per month. And it only applies in situations where you didn't pay as much as you already should have paid based on last year's. And a lot of times when people are new business owners, they have new taxes and their taxes are growing. So a lot of times the failure to pay penalty doesn't even hardly apply. It's just some interest on the money. It's about 8% now. So so in that case, the failure to file is, it's an even more exponentially higher than the failure to pay. But if the failure to pay does apply, the failure to file is 10 times as big as the failure to pay.
Is there a simple checklist or system you would recommend to help agents feel more in control of the year-end tax prep?
Not really I mean, we have a checklist and a to-do. We meet with our clients 4 times a year, and depending on what comes up, we give them a to-do, if applicable from each meeting. The biggest ones are self-employed people like realtors are required to pay estimated payments during the year. It's not like illegal if you don't pay them, but there's some failure to pay and failure to pay penalties and some interest on the money. So you really should be paying these estimated payments. They're due April 15th for the current year, not to be confused with the April 15th that's due for the prior year. So there's April 15th is the first quarter, and they aren't on regular quarters, by the way. And then the last one, there's 4 of them. The last one is due January 15th of the following year. That's for the fourth quarter.
Okay, that's good.